Hello everyone, welcome back. So guys, in this particular video, we'll be discussing another very important Python concept called loops. So there are two kinds of loops are available, like while loop and for loop, okay, inside Python. So in this particular video, I'll be discussing about while loop. So first of all, let's try to understand what is this particular loops in Python and why it is so important, okay, why we have to use the loops. Then I'll be discussing about this particular while loops, okay, how we can write the while loops inside Python, what is the syntax and all. We'll see some practical implementation of this particular while loop. Then I think this particular concept would be more clear. So let me tell you guys one thing. If you know looping inside programming, you can create very complex application. So it's like very much important to have a knowledge on this particular looping. So that's why please try to understand this particular concept like in detail. So that this particular concept will help you to write the efficient code going forward, okay? Because going forward, whatever projects, whatever application you'll be building, everywhere you have to use this particular loop concept, okay? It's super important. So I'll show you one real-time example of this particular loops, like how people are using this particular looping concept, okay, inside their application now. I think then this particular concept would be more clear. So instead of talking too much, guys, let's start it with our agenda. So first of all, let me tell you about the loops, like what is this particular loops. If you want to repeat one specific task continuously, this is called loop. So let's say, if I tell you, just try to print your name, let's say 10 times. So what you will do inside Python, so you'll just take this particular print, okay? Print function, and inside that, you'll just write your name. Let's say my name is Bappi, okay? My name is Bappi. Now I told you just write this particular name 10 times. That means here I'm telling you, you have to print this particular name multiple time. Okay, so what you will do, you'll just print this particular name multiple time. Okay, Bappi, and so on. Okay, that means 10 times. Okay, 10 times you have printed this particular name. But this particular approach actually I used. So this is called manual approach. This is called manual approach. Although actually I repeated this particular task, but again it's a manual approach. But we can automate this particular task with the help of loops. Okay, with the help of this particular, we can automate this particular task with the help of loops. Okay, there are two kinds of loops. I already told you. One is like while loop, and other is like for loop. Okay, for loop inside Python. We'll be discussing both of them one by one. So in this particular video, first of all, I'll try to discuss this particular while loop. I'll tell you with the help of while loop, you can how we can automate this particular task, like how we can repeat this particular steps. Okay, 10 times. And you can see whenever I'm using looping concept, here you also need to give one condition. You also need to give one condition. Based on that condition, this particular loop will stop. Otherwise, what will happen, this particular loop will run infinite time. But I don't want that. So always we use one condition with our loop. Okay, so here the condition is 10 times. I told you just try to print this particular name 10 times. So 10 times is a condition. So it will just print 10 times, then it will stop the execution. Okay. And it will repeat that particular work again and again. Okay, this is called actually looping inside programming. So instead of manually repeat this particular work, we can use this particular loop actually concept inside programming, and we can automate this particular task. Okay, so let me give you one example. I think then this particular concept will be more clear. So let me open up my code editor and let me just show you this particular example first of all. So here I'm going to create a Python file, and I'm going to name this particular file as 14 while loop. Okay, while loop dot py. So this is my file name. Now inside this particular file, I already told you, if I tell you just try to print your name 10 times, so what you will do, you'll just print like that. So print let's say Bappi, then you will just write 10 times. Okay, 10 times you'll just write this particular print statement. And if I execute this particular program, so let me take the terminal, and now if I execute this particular file, so Python 14 while loop.py, now you'll see that it will print 10 times. Okay, it will print 10 times this particular name. But again, what I have done, I have just used manual approach to write this particular code. Okay, but with the help of while loop. Okay, so here we'll be using something called while loop. Okay, while loop. So see, while loop is a loop inside Python, and it runs actually infinite times. Okay, unless and until you are not giving any condition, it will run infinite times. Okay, so how to define this particular syntax? So this is the syntax. So while here you have to give the condition. Okay, here you have to give the condition. condition, and inside that you can code block. Okay, so this is the syntax to write the while loop. Now see, by default, if you're not giving any condition, this particular while loop will use the true condition. Okay, true condition. That means what will happen, so let's say if I just write while true, and inside that if I just write something, let's say print my name, okay, Bappi. So what will happen, it will just keep on printing Bappi, okay, every time. See, it won't be stopping, okay, it won't be stopped. It will keep on printing my name infinite time. Okay, see, if I execute this particular program, see, it is printing my name, and after some times you will see it will crash the memory. Okay, it will crash the memory because infinite time it is running, okay, it is printing and all. But I don't want that, because I told you I want to print my name 10 times. Okay, I want to print my name 10 times. So here I have to give a condition. By default, if you're not giving any condition, it will consider as true. That means infinite it will run this particular loop. Okay, now I'll just stop the execution. Just press Ctrl C from the keyboard, it will stop the execution. Okay, now here I can give a condition. I'll just write I is equal to 1, and here I'll just write while I is less than 10 or not. Okay, I is less than 10 or not. Okay, I hope you are getting this particular condition. This is like relational condition I'm writing. I is less than 10 or not. So first of all, you can see I would be 1. Okay, first of all, here I have assigned as 1. So 1 is lesser than 10 or not. Yes, it is lesser. Then it will come in, this particular condition is true. Then it will come inside that. It will print my name. Okay, then again what I have to do, I have to update this particular I. So here I can just increase with 1. Because I already told you, now you can use this particular assignment operator with any kinds of, that's operator, plus, minus, multiplication, anywhere you can use, and that's how we can update any I value. Okay, I think I already discussed this particular concept, okay, in our previous class. So you can see I'm updating this particular I every time 1. I'm adding, you can see I'm adding 1. That means once this particular print is executed, it will update with 1. That means this particular I will become 2, and again 2 will come here. 2 is less than 10. Yes, it is less than 10. Again, it will print. That's how this particular loop will keep on running until this particular condition is false. Whenever this particular variable, that means this particular I will become 10. So 10 is less than 10 or not? No, it's a false. That time actually this particular loop will break. Okay, so let me show you. So if I execute this particular program, so let me clear. And if I execute this particular program, you'll see that my name has been printed. But how many times you can see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why 9 time? Because in programming always count start from 0, but here actually you can see I have assigned 1, and here I have given like less than 10 only. That means 10 would be excluded. Okay, 10 would be excluded, it won't be included. That's why it's printing 9 time. Okay, but if you want to print 10 time, what you can do, you can start from 0. Now you can see if you count from 0 to 9, you will see 10 time it would be printed. Okay, 0 to 9. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can see 10. Okay, 10. That means 10 is matching right now. Now if I again execute this particular program, now you can see my name has been printed 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now it is working fine. Okay, if otherwise you can do one thing. If you're starting from 1 and if you want to print 10 times, what you can do, that time you can give 11 here. That means one digit extra. Okay, 1 digit extra you have to provide. Then it will again print 10 times. So let me execute and show you. Now you can count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you can see 10 times it has printed. Yeah, so I'll start from 0. I think that would be better, because as I already told you, program always start reading from 0. Okay, that's why I'll be using this particular concept. Okay, so there are so many ways actually you can handle this particular situation. I told you a couple of them. Okay, I think you can remember. So this is called actually looping inside programming, and that's how we can automate this particular task. So that's how not only 10 times, I can also print my name 100 times only using this 3 line of code. Okay, instead of writing 100 times, only using this particular 3 line of code, I can also print my name 100 times. Let me show you. See, if I execute my program now, see, it will print 100 times. It will print 100 times. Okay. Yeah, so I'll only keep 10 times. Fine. So this is called looping inside Python. Okay, and this is the loop actually we are using. This is called while loop, and this is the syntax of while loop. Now let me show you one like real-time example where this particular looping is used. So if you go to Google and if you search for amazon.com, I think you know amazon.com, right? So Amazon is an e-commerce actually website. So here you can shop any kinds of product. Let's say if I'm searching for phone. Okay, if I'm searching for phone. So phone, if I'm searching for, So you'll see different phones would be there. Okay, different phones would be there. So see, whenever I search this particular phone, okay, phone keyword in this particular search button, you'll see I'm getting some results. And how many results actually I'm getting? I'm getting 1000 results. Okay, 1000 results actually I'm getting, and it is showing only 16 phone. Okay, 16 phone in this particular page. Okay, but the 1000 results I got. Now see, whoever designed this particular website, so they have done one amazing actually thing here. I think you can observe. See how this particular page is aligned. You can see left hand side this particular phone image is coming, and right hand side you can see this particular title is coming, like what is this particular phone name. And here you can see the star given by the like you can say user, or let's say the customer. So this is the rating, and you can see the price of the phone, the delivery. Okay, and there is a button add to cart. If you want to buy, so you can add to cart. Okay, now you can see this particular format. Okay, it is repetitive multiple time. Okay, it is repetitive same as multiple times. See, same format, left hand side image, right hand side title, price, okay, button and delivery, everything. You can see all the phone format is same. Okay, all the phone format is same. There is only change the picture and the title and the price. Okay, so these are the things only change, and everything is same. Okay, everything is same. So what this particular programmer did, instead of creating this particular template 1000 time, what he has done, he has created only one time. Okay, this particular container he has created one time, and that particular container they're using in a loop. Okay, and in a loop actually they're updating the product name and the picture of the product. Let's say they're fetching the product name from the database, they're fetching the image of the, let's say, phone from the database, and they're updating in that particular loop, and they're repeating 1000 time. Okay, 1000 time. This is the use of this particular for loop. Not only that, there are so many things you will get in the real-time application. People are using loop inside that. Okay, because loops makes our task very easy. Okay, so the task actually you want to perform multiple time with the help of rules. With the help of loops, you can automate this particular things. Okay, and you can repeat it that particular task. So that's how actually loop concept can be applied in a real-time product as well. Now I think this part is clear. If anyone asks you why this loop can be applied, now you can, I think, give this particular example. Okay, now let's get back to our code editor. Now see, I have written one program. I think you remember this particular program. This particular program will print my name 10 times. Now if you want to visualize this particular program, and if you want to see how this particular value is getting updated and all, how it is printing, that means how my code is executing. Okay, how this loop is running. If you want to visualize it, so there is an amazing website I usually prefer. Let me show you this particular website called Python. Okay, Python Tutor. So this is one amazing website. So here you can visualize your code. Okay, let me show you how you can visualize. See, here you can visualize your code: Python, Java, C, C++, JavaScript. But I want to visualize Python code. I'll just click here, and here is a box actually will see. Inside that you have to paste your code, and you have to click on this particular button called visualize execution. Now see, your code will execute it. Now here you can see this is the first line of my code, and my code is starting reading from here. Okay, line number 1. Now you can see this particular arrow icon. Let me zoom this particular screen a little bit. Yeah, now I think it's visible. You can see my code has started reading from here. Now if I go to the next, okay, see, initially I was 0. See, initially I was 0. You can see I was 0. Now it will come to the while loop. Now it will check I is less than 10 or not, 0 is less than 10 or not. Definitely it is less than 10. That means this particular condition is true. It will enter to the while loop. Okay, it will enter to the while loop, and it will print my name. Okay, you can see it will print my name. Okay, then it will update this particular value. You can see it will update with 1. That means initially it was 0, and it will update with 1, and it will become 1 again. You can see I will become 1. Again it will come here, and it will check I is 1 is less than 10 or not. You can see 1 is less than 10. Again this condition is true. Again it will go to the print, and it will print my name. It will again update the value, and this particular value will become 2, and 2 times my name has printed. Now again it will check 2 is less than 10 or not. Again it's a true. It will print my name. Again it will update the value. That's how repetitive time you can see it is doing. Okay, so if I do the next, you can see I value is changing every time. Okay, and once this particular condition matches, okay, it will break that particular loop. Let me tell you. So let me go to the 9. Okay, yeah, 9 and 10. Now you can see it is just trying to match 10 is less than 10 or not. This particular condition is false, so it will break this particular loop. If I click on next, see, it will break the loop. That means your program has executed. Okay, it has executed, and 10 times my name has been printed. Okay, so that's how with the help of this particular website you can visualize your program, and it will give you some more clear-cut idea how your loop is working and all. Okay, how your programming is working and all. Okay, so this is one amazing website I usually prefer. So now let me do another actually example with the help of this while loop. So what I can do, I can comment this particular code. See, if I just select all the code and if I press Ctrl and /C, it will do the comment. It will do the comment for all the line. Okay, if you want to again uncomment, what you can do, you can select and press Ctrl and /C. It will uncomment again. Okay, that's how you can comment your code. Okay, I'll comment this particular code, and here I'll do another example. So here we'll be doing another example. We'll just what is the program we'll be writing? We'll just write a program. We'll just write a program to print multiplication table. Okay, multiplication table. So user will give one actually number. Let's say if user gives, let's say 10, so it will print 10 multiplication table. Okay, I think you know in your childhood you have learned. Okay, 10 9 9 10 then 8 2, these are the multiplication table. So we'll just write this particular program. So first of all, what I have to do to write this particular program, first of all I have to take one input from the user. I already told you. So let's take the input. So here I will just take an input. I'll just store in the number variable. Okay, number, and here I'll use this particular input function. Inside that I'll give a message, enter the number, and I will try to convert this particular data to integer format, because by default it is going to be a string format. Now if I print this particular number, you'll see that this particular code will work fine. So I can execute. So let's say if number is 2, so it will print 2 here. Okay, I think I can give this particular clone here. I think that will be fine. Okay, so here I will take a while loop. Okay, and here I have to give a condition. Okay, here I have to give a condition. Multiplication table, like how many times actually it will print? It will print 10 times. I think you know. Okay, 10 times it will print. So again I'll take the same condition. I think you remember we have taken the condition here. So here I can write I is equal to, let's say 0, or I can start from 1. Okay, I can start from 1, and here I can write while I is less than, okay, I is less than 11. Okay, I is less than 11, because I told you if you're starting from 1, you can increase one digit here. Okay, because it will go till 10 times. Okay, now inside that I can just print the number. I can just print the number. Okay, print this particular I, and every time I have to update this particular I as well. Okay, now see what will happen. Now if I execute this particular program, see if I give a number, let's say I am giving a number 4, you can see it is printing 1 to 10. Okay, it is printing 1 to 10, because you can see here because if you see here I've given the condition, if I is less than 11, then it will print the I. Okay, every time, and every time this particular I would be updated. Okay, you can see I would be updated. Initially it was 1, so it has printed 1, then it will update as 2, then 3, and so on. You can also copy and visualize in the Python Tutor. Okay, you will get to know, okay, how it's working. Now if I want to calculate the multiplication table, simply what I have to do, I have to multiply this particular 1 2 3 4 and so on with our number, the number actually user has given. So this is the number. Okay, here I'll just try to do the multiplication. Okay, now if I execute my program, let's say I want to calculate the multiplication table of 4. I can see that this is the multiplication table of 4. Okay, 4 8 12 16 20 24 28 32 36 40. That means it's working fine. Okay, it's working fine. Now you can give any other, let's say, number. Let's say I want to calculate 20. So this is the 20 multiplication table. Okay, 20 multiplication table. That's how we can give a number here. Now if you want to make it beautify, so what you can do, I can copy this one and I can comment this one. So I can also make it as beautify. So it will look like your actual multiplication table that time. So first of all, I will print the number user has given. Then I want to print one actually star symbol. So inside a string, I can print this particular star symbol. Okay, star symbol, then comma. Then I want to print this particular I. Okay, every time 1 2 3 4 and so on. I. Then after I want to print one equal symbol. Okay, inside the string, I can give a equal symbol. Then after that, I will print the results. Okay, that means number. multiply by I. Okay, now see, this particular program will look more beautiful than your previous one. So if I execute this particular program, let's say I want to calculate multiplication level of 4. Now I can see that 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 4 times 3, 4 times 4, 6, 7, and 9, and 10. Okay, that's actually you can also beautify your program. Okay, everything is possible inside Python. So I hope guys this particular concept is clear, like how we can use this particular while loop and what is the actually syntax of this particular while loop. So another thing I want to discuss about this particular while loop. So first of all, let me comment this particular program. So I can do multi-line comment also. So here I will do the multi-line comment. Okay. So another concept I'll be discussing. So here I'll just try to discuss while loop with else keyword. Okay. See, as of now we have learned if else. Okay, if else I think we have learned, and we saw like with the if condition I can use this particular else condition. But if you're using while loop, with the help of with while loop also you can use this particular else statement. Okay, let me show you one example. So I'll just write one simple code. So here I'll take x is equal to 1, and I'll just give a condition while x is less than 4. Okay, so it will print this particular x, and it will update this particular x every time. Okay, and here I'll just write else print program executed. Now see what will happen if I execute this particular program. So let me clear. I'll take the terminal. If I execute this particular program, see, it will print first of all till 1 to actually it will print from 1 to 3. You can see first of all it is 1 is less than 4, it will print 1 and it will update. Then 2 is less than 4, it will print 2. Then 3 is less than 4, it will print 3, and then it will become 4 is less than 4. No, it's false condition, so it will come to the else condition right now. Okay, and in the else what I've written, program executed. See, program executed has been printed. That's that means you can also use this particular else statement with the while loop. Okay, and not with the if condition, you can also use with the while loop. So sometimes actually we'll be using this particular else statement with the help of with the while loop. So in the next video actually we'll be building one game which calls actually guessing game. Inside that particular game actually I'll just use this particular concept. I'll try to use this particular else statement with the while loop. Okay, so let's do one project guys. In the next video that particular project will give you the clear-cut idea about this particular looping inside Python. So yes, this was it from this particular video. I hope you enjoyed this particular session. Thank you so much guys for watching this video, and I will see you next time.